Hi, this is Alex from phpacademy.org, and this is another tutorial for the New Boston. In this lesson we're going to be talking about file uploads. Now this is a really popular topic because lots of websites now tend to deal with file uploads in one way or another. It may be, for example, uploading an image or uploading a document, or even uploading something that needs to be processed at some point. So how do we handle file uploads in PHP? Now it's relatively easy to handle file uploads in PHP, and for the purpose of this tutorial, if we just open up my browser, you can see that I've created an uploads folder here. The script that we're currently working with is upload.php, and we have another directory inside this directory called uploads. Now the purpose of this tutorial is not to talk about security in file uploads, it's just simply how we take a file, allow the user to select a file from their computer, and then send it to a specific directory. As this tutorial stands, the code in it's not safe to use on a web server, because in actual fact the user will be able to upload any file at all. For example, they could upload a PHP file, and they could mess around with your server in pretty much any way they like, as with exe files, things like that, executable files. So in this tutorial we're going to be learning how to upload, but we're not actually going to be learning how to protect against it. There is another tutorial I have in this same file upload series with the security discussion in there and how to secure against your form data. So how do we start? Well, we're going to start with a form first of all, and we're going to create the form in exactly the same way as you'd usually find. So our form action, we're going to be going back to upload.php, so we're going to be processing the file data inside our tags up here, and the method is going to be post. Remember, we're sending a large amount of data, so we want the method to be post. Now there is one additional attribute you need to supply in this form tag, and what we need to do is we need to supply the enc type. Now this is the way that the data in the form is encoded when it's sent, and we need to specify this to be multi-part, and it's /form and then a hyphen and then data. So this is basically going to allow us to process the form and enable file uploads. We're sending a large amount of data, and this is the encoding type. This just tells, when we process it, tells how we're going to encode the data. So now we need to go on to allowing the user to upload a file. Now you may have come across this before, but we use input type, and this is file. So this has already created our button, our browse button if you like, and I'm just going to call the name of this file. So let's just break down, and we'll create a submit button, which is probably important. So submit, and name, or value rather, is submit. Okay, so